Okay, I'm back with another knife collection video. This one is the Westerns. I'll give a quick flyby really quick before I go over them individually. That way you can kind of get a initial view of what I got here. And I'll go through each one one by one. You can kind of see the size comparison. I kind of tried to line up the guards. I just wiped some of them down. All right, so first one. So this is a W49. It is a 1965 version. It has these smaller pins. So you can see that one has the larger pins. I was trying to get a 64, but I messed up. I was bidding on two, and I confused them, and I got the 65 that does not have two stamps. The 64 has stamps on both sides. This one does not. So this is the 65 instead of the 64. I sharpened this one. This one is very, very sharp. I got it very sharp. It had a little bit of some, I don't know, rolls or whatever on the blade. So I just went ahead and sharpened it. And pretty cool knife. I guess I'll show you the stampings on this side. Nothing there. That's the stampings. Full tang. The sheath. Usually, I guess what I've been told on these is the sheaths don't have the dangler. But I don't know if people can just take the dangler off and make it look like an older sheath. You know, I don't know how different the blade or the leather is. I'm not an expert, so I don't know about the thread colors and the threads or the rivets. I'm sure somebody in the Western Facebook group, one of those old guys on there, I'm sure they know all that information. So maybe go to the Western group and ask one of those old guys before you know, that knowledge is not available anymore. I'm always asking those old guys to make groups, not groups. They're in all the Facebook groups. I ask them to make YouTube videos because they have decades of information, and when they die, a lot of those decades of information that they gained will be lost unless they are in a book somewhere. So this is another W49. This has imitation static scales. I got this for a really good price too, so I couldn't pass it up. I mean, I got it for a steal. Nobody else really bid on it. And so I did a bid and I got it. And I got it for a really good price. Has a little crack up there in the corner, but overall, it's in great shape. So, yeah, I hate getting stuff for good deals. It makes me buy things. This one I got, I've been trying to get one of these for a while for a price. I didn't want to spend $250 or $375 or whatever on one of these. So I hunted these for a while. Right after I bought this one, I found another one for the same price that was blued. And this one has most of the bluing removed. So I was a little bit bummed, but who knows, the person that bid on that got a good deal. If I had kept bidding them up, they could have, you know, potentially kept bidding it up to, like, you know, over 200. So who knows? But this one is in fairly good shape. Doesn't have a bunch of the stacked leather busted off. A little crack over there, and I'm not, you know, super worried about that. This is the G46-8. Let's see, is that 8 inches? It is. It's an 8-inch blade. All right, so you can see the contour of that. Always kind of like the fullers on these. Has a good look to it. All right, and this is the one I just got. This is an L77. This is more of a stiletto, like dagger version. I don't know if this one is pre or post World War II. I don't really know how to tell that, but it's in pretty good shape. I don't know about the coatings or the steel materials on these. I just know this is an L77. All right, and let's see, I might need to cover this up. This has boobies on it. Ooh. So this is what you would call like a sweetheart handle. Guys would take off the factory handles, put lucite on, and I guess that would be exposed in the handle, you know, while they're walking around with the knife in the sheath. This one looks like a brass guard. This is an older one. I got it with this sheath. Looks like it has some, like a Navy wrap on it. So who knows, maybe it was a Navy guy. That's kind of like a Navy knot going on there. So who knows, maybe that was a Navy guy. I guess I didn't really go over these sheaths. So you can see the rivets in the leather. I forgot if I showed that one. I feel like everybody has seen a Western 49 sheath, but maybe not everybody has seen like the L77 sheaths, like how the belt loops go through. All right, just went over that one. This one, that is another L77. This was in a really bad shape. I think I got this for like 35 bucks or something. I hadn't gotten one yet, and I was like, 40 bucks. I'll grab it. All right, this is the last one. I'll set this in the middle. I'm trying not to show you guys my feet in this video. They're down there over the edge. Nobody really wants to see that. And if some of you guys do, you know, I guess that's fine. All right, so this knife, so I grabbed this one. It kind of has like a Collins guard look. And it has like a metal piece through the middle. I guess that's like a decorative, you know, version. It does have some patent stuff there. Kind of has a clip point. It's like a smaller, let's see, I'll compare it to, it's like an itty bitty Bowie. But this, I had to write this number down so I wouldn't mess it up. This is an an L36 KG. And I guess the G is supposed to mean, you know, it's like a fancy guard. But guard's kind of in the way there. It hits your, I don't know whose hands fit in that, unless you hold it like up under like that. But this one, I just thought that looked cool. I like the guard. It had that Collins V44 look, so I got it. I got it for a good price. So it's always good when I can get stuff and not pay too much money, but it allows me to get some more stuff, but I spend too much money. So I have to stop that because my knife spending has gotten out of control. I've got a problem. I apologize to my wife for being an irresponsible man-child when it comes to knives. I think ADHD does not pair well with knife collecting. Self-diagnosed, I think. Everybody has been telling me that I have ADHD for a couple of years now, so I finally looked into it, and it could be right. It could be onto something. All right, this is my Western knife collection. I feel like I got most of the ones that, you know, that I was concerned about having. I wanted one of these. I found one like this that has a black handle that's aluminum when Ontario was going out of business. I got outbid, and I'm still butthurt about losing. It looked like an aluminum handle that was ribbed, and it was like a Western, and I think the blade was black also. I lost that auction. Man, I should have just bid up one more time because I think that was like a one-off prototype. It was a very cool knife, and I think I probably won't see one of those again. But if I do, I'm probably gonna buy it next time. All right, Stag. You got the World War II G46-8, and it's just kind of interesting. I think actually the K-bar that I brought with me, I think was the 8-inch fighter, like the next generation fighter. Get these stilettos to compete with the who else had stilettos? You had Camillus had the Raider stiletto. Well, the Fairbairn daggers, of course. But hope you guys enjoyed it. There's my Westerns. Sometimes I forget that I have something in my knife pie safe thing, my knife storage areas, and but I try to include everything. That way you guys can see them all together to kind of get like a I'll move this one to get an idea of the sizes and stuff. That way you can kind of compare and see what they look like in person. Sometimes it's hard to tell the size of stuff when you see it, pictured on eBay or whatever. All right, y'all have a good day, and have a good weekend. Have a good Thanksgiving. And if you haven't checked out my other knife videos, I have some other collection videos that I took some time to record. So if you guys could go check them out, give them a like and put a comment so other people will actually see them. All right. Have a good one.